January 15th, 2026, a date that will be remembered by many Filipinos as the day uncertainty became impossible to ignore. News flashes across Philippine screens, tensions escalate in West Philippine Sea. The headlines are urgent, the tone unmistakably grave. Another close encounter between Philippine and foreign vessels, this time even closer than before. The standoff is tense, the risks higher. Social media erupts with videos of Philippine boats shadowed by foreign warships. Clips go viral, fueling debate and fear across the nation. Anxiety grips the nation. This is no longer a distant issue. It's daily life, discussed at dinner tables and in crowded jeepneys. Fishermen are pushed from their waters, livelihoods threatened as the sea becomes a battleground. Families watch the news, worried and frustrated. Children ask questions parents struggle to answer. In Manila, lawmakers argue and military leaders strategize behind closed doors, searching for solutions as pressure mounts. Every incident at sea tests the nation's resolve and exposes its vulnerabilities, reminding everyone of what's at stake. The question is no longer if a confrontation will happen, but when. The countdown feels inevitable. The public demands action and assurance that the country can defend itself. Voices grow louder, unity and fear mixing in the streets. The Philippine Air Force feels the pressure. Its aging fleet is the first line of defense, and its limitations are painfully clear. Reports of unidentified aircraft in Philippine airspace are rising, each alert a reminder of the nation's vulnerability. The government faces a race against time to modernize its air defense, balancing urgency with limited resources. The need for a credible deterrent is urgent. Every day without it feels like a gamble. The nation holds its breath, waiting for proof it can stand its ground. Hope and anxiety hang in the air. Political will hardens. The military's modernization becomes a national priority, uniting leaders and citizens alike. The story of the Philippines' quest for a new fighter jet is about more than hardware. It's a test of resolve and vision. It's about sovereignty, security, and national pride, values that define the Filipino spirit. The country faces challenges at sea and in the air, on every front where its sovereignty is questioned. The pressure is immense, but so is the resolve. The nation's defenders stand ready, determined to protect their home. The search for a new fighter jet is now a fight for the nation's future, a symbol of hope and determination. The stakes have never been higher, the world is watching, and the Philippines must rise to the challenge. For Philippine Air Force pilots, tension is a daily reality. Every morning they wake up knowing that the skies above them could become a battleground at any moment. They scramble jets at a moment's notice, patrolling contested skies over the West Philippine Sea where every flight could mean a new confrontation. From the cockpit, the sea is both beautiful and threatening. Foreign ships loom large, a constant reminder of the risks and the stakes involved. Every encounter is a test of skill, courage, and outdated equipment. Pilots must rely on their training and instincts, often pushing aging jets to their limits. In command centers, radar blips trigger urgent decisions. Officers must interpret every signal, knowing that a single misstep could have serious consequences. One mistake could spark a crisis, turning a tense standoff into a dangerous escalation. The military is stretched thin, defending a vast archipelago with limited resources, covering thousands of islands and miles of coastline. The pressure to modernize is relentless. Every day, the need for better equipment and technology grows more urgent. Government meetings run late, focused on one theme: accelerate modernization, and find solutions before it's too late. Internal battles over budgets and priorities add to the strain, as leaders struggle to balance immediate needs with long-term goals. The window to strengthen defenses is closing fast, and every delay could mean greater vulnerability. Stories from the front lines, harassed fishermen, challenged pilots, fuel the urgency, reminding everyone what's at stake for ordinary Filipinos. Leaders know this is not just strategy, it's survival. The choices they make now will shape the nation's future. The quest for new jets is a national imperative, a symbol of hope and determination for a stronger defense. The voices of soldiers and citizens drive every decision, uniting the country in a shared mission to protect its sovereignty. The fight for sovereignty is personal, immediate, and real, an ongoing struggle that defines the spirit of the nation. The arrival of the FA-50PH jets from South Korea was a turning point. After years without supersonic fighters, the Air Force regained speed and pride. The FA-50PH proved its worth in Marawi and in maritime patrols, but its limits were clear. Designed as a trainer and light combat jet, it lacks the range, payload, and advanced missiles needed for modern air combat. It can intercept, but not outfight, more advanced adversaries. The FA-50PH was always a stepping stone, a way to rebuild skills and infrastructure. As regional threats grew, its shortcomings became obvious. The Air Force needed more than a symbol. It needed a true multi-role fighter. The FA-50PH served its purpose, but the next step was critical. The search began for a jet that could truly defend the nation. The stakes: air superiority, deterrence, and survival. The FA-50PH was the beginning, not the end. The real challenge lay ahead. The Philippines needed more than a patrol jet. It needed a guardian of the skies. The ideal fighter would dominate air-to-air combat, strike ground and sea targets, and gather vital intelligence. Advanced sensors, electronic warfare, and long-range missiles were essential. The new jet had to threaten enemy ships from afar, supporting a layered defense. It needed to serve as the eyes and ears of the entire military network. Real-time data sharing would multiply its impact. Versatility was key. One platform for air combat, bombing, and reconnaissance. Sustainability and upgrade potential were non-negotiable. The Philippines couldn't afford multiple specialized jets. The decision was about long-term security, not just a dozen planes. The right choice would shape the nation's defense for a generation. The search was on for a true multi-role fighter. 3 contenders emerged in the race to modernize the Philippine Air Force: the American F-16 Viper, the Swedish Gripen, and the South Korean KF-21 Boramae. Each jet brought its own strengths and unique appeal, sparking intense debate among military planners and defense analysts. The F-16 Viper offered proven power, advanced avionics, and the backing of a strong U.S. alliance, but all at a steep cost. Its maintenance and operational expenses were daunting for the Philippine budget, raising concerns about long-term sustainability. The Gripen, on the other hand, was cost-effective, easy to maintain, and specifically designed for smaller nations with limited resources. Its short runway capability made it ideal for the Philippines' many islands, but some doubted its range and payload for the vast maritime patrols required. The KF-21 Boramae, a new 4.5-generation jet, promised advanced technology, stealth features, and a smooth transition from the FA-50PH already in service. It offered a balance of capability and affordability, plus the added benefit of a regional partnership with South Korea, which could mean easier logistics and training. Each jet represented a different future: continued U.S. alliance, independent European defense, or regional collaboration with Asia. The KF-21's blend of cutting-edge technology, reasonable cost, and strong partnership made it stand out from the rest. The choice was about more than just technical specifications. It was about long-term strategy, trust, and the future of national defense. The Air Force weighed its options carefully, knowing the decision would define Philippine air power for decades to come. In the end, the KF-21 quickly became the logical favorite, symbolizing a new era for the Philippine Air Force. For years, outdated procurement laws blocked true modernization. The rules required full upfront payment, impossible for big-ticket jets. The military was forced to settle for less, always behind its neighbors. Reformers and government pushed for change, arguing security couldn't wait. The Horizon 3 Modernization Act broke the deadlock. It allowed multi-year contracts and flexible financing for defense deals. Suddenly, advanced jets were within reach. The law was a quiet revolution, unlocking the door to real capability. Now, the Philippines could negotiate for the future it needed. The stage was set for the KF-21 Boramae. With new laws in place, negotiations for the KF-21 began in earnest. The Philippine team outlined clear requirements: advanced missiles, precision targeting, anti-ship capability. Delivery speed was critical. Tensions in the West Philippine Sea demanded urgency. The KF-21's active production line gave it an edge over Western rivals. The deal included not just jets, but training, spare parts, and technology transfer. Local maintenance and repair would build self-reliance. The partnership was built on trust from the FA-50PH program. Negotiations were tough but focused on shared goals. The aim: a sustainable, effective defense system for decades. The Philippines wasn't just buying jets, it was building a future. The KF-21 would be more than hardware, it would be a force multiplier. The countdown to delivery began. A new era was within reach. The FA-50PH program laid the groundwork for trust with South Korea. The partnership delivered jets on time, with strong support and reliable logistics. Philippine crews became familiar with Korean systems, easing future transitions. The KF-21 offered a seamless upgrade, leveraging existing training and supply chains. Competing jets meant starting from scratch. The KF-21 built on proven success. The relationship was more than transactional, it was strategic. In a volatile region, a trusted partner mattered as much as the jet itself. The FA-50PH was proof of concept, the KF-21 was the next step. The partnership promised shared growth and mutual security. The decision was about deepening ties, not just acquiring hardware. The Air Force saw the KF-21 as a leap forward, not a gamble. Trust forged in the skies would shape the nation's defense for years to come. The KF-21 Boramae marks a new era for Philippine defense. For the first time, the Air Force will wield true beyond visual range power. The dynamic of air defense shifts. Aggressors can no longer assume superiority. The Boramae's presence alone deters threats and boosts national confidence. The military can move from reactive to proactive, shaping its security environment. The jet's sensors and missiles extend Philippine reach far beyond its shores. Regional partnerships will strengthen, and the country's status will rise. The Boramae becomes a symbol of sovereignty and resilience. It's a testament to political will and military dedication. The journey from vulnerability to strength is complete. The Boramae era is a new dawn for the nation. The Philippines stands ready for whatever comes next.